Hold on.
Groovy.
Hi guys, welcome to Awkward Arsic's channel. I am not Awkward Arsic, this is Awkward Arsic.
Hello.
I am Hot Dog.
And we're practically a week away from Halloween Horror Nights, which means things are getting real.
So obviously we go to HHN to have fun, but you still want to know some things before going to the event so that you can have the most fun and not stress out over you're not going to get to do this or that. You'll have a plan and you'll execute it.
And you guys are spending over $60 on a ticket, so you definitely want to make sure all the attractions are finished, every single maze. And with these 10 tips that we have, you guys will definitely, I will guarantee you 100%, you will finish them all. Let's get started with tip number 1.
Number one. Number one. Buy your tickets early.
So the first 2 weekends are the best time to go. If you look online, you save between $25 to $30. And then the following weekends after that, Thursdays and Sundays are the cheapest, but the prices do go up every single week. Buy them ahead of time because they can sell out.
They sell out often actually. And have it ready on your phone so you can just walk up to the turnstiles or print it out if that's easier for you.
Who prints things out nowadays,
But
am
be
I right?
eco-friendly and just have it on your phone. So tip number 2 is to travel light. Bring as few things as possible. Just basically your phone, if you need an external charger so you can record things, take pictures all night.
No food or drinks. Even closed water bottles are generally turned down and they make you throw them away. Also no costumes, because if you get dressed up, you have any face paint, none of that, you will get sent away. It gets hot in the mazes, you're gonna be running around, so definitely don't wear any heavy jackets or anything like that.
If you're anything like me, I get cold in any air-conditioned room. Anything below 80 degrees is cold to me.
I don't get it, guys. I don't get it.
So I try to just bring a flannel or just a really light sweater, wrap it around your waist, or if it's, you know, obviously thin enough, it'll fit in your little bag. Tip number 3 is get there early.
This is the most important tip. If you do not follow tip number 3, don't follow any of this because it ruins it all.
Well, if you don't follow tip number 1, you won't even be able to go to the event. So
that's true too.
if you're Brian Arsic, you will get there at 12 a.m.
The day before, I just camp out on City Walk and I'm just like, alright, cool.
So we generally get there between 2:30 and 3. We have lunch on City Walk. So his favorite place is Carl Strauss.
$6 wings, $6 beers. It's happy hour between 3 to 6 p.m. So it's pretty good.
I'll eat anywhere because I love food. Once you're done eating, you can actually go to the Universal Studio Store on City Walk and they'll have all of the HHN merchandise.
So let's move on to tip number 4, which definitely relates to getting there early. It is early entry. They open up a lot of the mazes in the lower lot and metro sets almost 2 hours before the event actually starts. Insidious and The Shining, which are in the lower lot, Saw, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and American Horror Story in the metro set. You do miss the opening ceremony though, so be warned. Opening ceremony is exactly at 7 o'clock. I honestly would recommend just skip the opening ceremony, just watch my video that I'm going to be posting, and then you can just get 2 hours in advance to actually do mazes, which I think is...
And you can always go back to that scare zone to watch those characters in the main zone, so...
Agreed.
Opening ceremony, it's cool if you've never experienced it, but it's definitely worth going in early just to get all of the mazes in.
Tip number 5 is the lower lot, and this is where it actually goes into the flow of which mazes to hit first.
Go directly to the lower lot and do the mazes down there. So this year we have Insidious in the JP-queue and The Shining in the Mummy queue.
And if you follow this plus early entry, I guarantee you guys will have leftover time. And the reason why we're saying to start with the lower lot this year first is because Insidious and The Shining are 2 very popular properties, one being a classic, of course, Stanley Kubrick's movie, and then Insidious is very fresh in people's minds nowadays. Chapter 4's trailer just dropped like a day ago, and I think you can knock out those 2 mazes and then move on, which is tip number 6.
Go to metro sets. In the metro sets this year we have Ash vs. Evil Dead, Saw, and American Horror Story Roanoke.
And in the order of doing this, save Ash vs. Evil Dead for last. I know a lot of us out there love Evil Dead. Carrie excluded, she doesn't like it. But that maze isn't going to get a very long line. It's going to be like Krampus last year. And then American Horror Story, on the other hand, is going to have a huge line. So that's going to be the first one I suggest doing in the metro sets. then go to Saw, and then finish up with Ash vs. Evil Dead. So now that you're done with almost or more than half of the lineup, we're gonna move on to tip number 7, which is food options. You guys are probably gonna be pretty hungry. You guys are sweating, you guys are running, you guys are excited. So we have a couple of food options to talk about. First things first, since you're gonna be at the Metro sets already, you have the HHN food trucks. And what's nice about that is you can grab your sandwich, thanks baby. You can grab your sandwich and just walk up to the upper lot. So it's portable.
Yes.
What's another option?
If you're not in the mood for the food trucks, there's also Jurassic Cove Cafe in their lower lot, which is right next to the Jurassic Park ride. And they offer burgers, they have salads, they have all types of desserts.
And last but not least, if you don't want anything from the Jurassic Cove Cafe or from the food trucks, you can go up to the upper lot and then have the Springfield food options. A lot of good stuff there.
This is chicken.
Yeah, you get fried chicken, wings,
Krusty's burgers,
hot dogs.
Ooh, I love hot dogs. That's why I'm
hot dog.
Hot dog. Tip number 8 is the Terror Tram. So now would be a good time to head over. It does close before the mazes do. Generally, it's 11 o'clock on the weekends, a little bit earlier on the weekdays. If you follow this guide, most people that don't watch this guide will do the upper lot houses first, and then they'll be heading to the lower lot as you're coming up. So the Terror Tram shouldn't be too long of a line.
It's a very good point.
At this point in the night.
And with it being Titans of Terror this year, I do expect the tram's line to be a bit longer than usual. You might wait 30 to 40 minutes. No big deal. You guys are still ahead of schedule. And that brings us to tip number 9, which is...
Number 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. People are like, God, this couple is so stupid. I know, guys. I'm sorry, but we are.
Alright, tip number 9 is you have your final maze.
Yes, the upper lot mazes. You have the Blumhouse of Horrors, or the Horrors of Blumhouse, sorry, and the Titans. And the Titans of Terror. So, 2 pretty popular mazes.
Dead.
Oh yeah, and The Walking Dead.
Believe that for the end.
And the Titans of Terror and Blumhouse maze are going to be popular. The lines are going to be long, but the perfect thing about this guide is everybody was waiting in line for those two the first 2 hours of the night. Now you're going up and everybody's heading down, just like Carrie had mentioned. You might be waiting, I don't know, maybe an hour for Blumhouse. Maybe an hour and a half for Titans of Terror, because I do think that line's going to be pretty consistent. So you guys are done now with all the upper lot mazes, which means you can go to the Jabberwocky show if you want to check that out. I think at around this time...
No, don't do it. Save yourself.
At around this time, I'm going to give a general time frame. I think you'll probably be able to see the second to last showing, which gives you time for tip number 10 now. The chainsaw chase out.
We made it through the night.
You're walking out, you think it's done, and then you just see a brigade of chainsaw creatures and monsters there waiting for you at the very exit of the park.
To kick you out.
To kick you out, yeah.
Because it's closing time.
It's a great opportunity for pictures, great opportunity for some awesome videos, seeing people get chased into stores. It's just a really fun time, and you see them all lined up, they sound the alarm, and then boom, they just disperse and they start attacking people.
It's super fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's very loud, so it kind of wakes you up at the end of the night when you might be feeling a little bit tired.
And there you have it, guys. You just experienced Halloween Horror Nights. The way we go about it, I'm sure a lot of diehard fans that have been doing it for years follow a similar game plan, but maybe some of you guys didn't know about this. So if this is news to you, or if this is something that you guys are going to try for the first time, let us know in the comment section down below. I hope it helps you guys out. I guarantee you it will if you do follow it step by step.
Just let us know if you have any questions that we didn't cover.
You can follow me on Twitter at AwkwardArsic, so if you have any questions as well. If you want to follow Carrie, you can not follow her. She just posts about mock packing every day.
No.
No. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, and there's gonna be a lot to come. A lot to come. Whoa.
Ooh, yes, there will. Hold up, where's the tissue?
Stop.
Where'd it go? I had it here.
Opening ceremony video. Maze walkthrough videos. No. Just expect a ton of content these next couple of weeks. I will see you guys very soon. Have a good one.
See you in the shadow.